Welcome everybody, I'm Leo, I'm your host of Midlife Crisis. We're here today to discuss car dollies. Alright, so the reason we're doing this video today is because I have no patience and I broke my car. I'll tell you about that in a minute. You're going to really think it's funny. My wallet didn't think so, but it's okay. It's done, it's over, we'll move on. Let's talk about the car dollies. Got these at Harbor Freight. You can get them at Harbor Freight. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them in any other store, wherever you want to go. Okay? But remember this problem. They're only a certain amount wide. Okay? So it only takes so much of a wide tire. These tires, they're the 285/35 R19s. So that means that it's roughly 11 inches wide. Okay? We're in America, I'm going to talk inches. Sorry, that's kind of what I grew up on. I know, pretty ignorant of me, but I'm sorry. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to give you a very simple comparison. That's 11 inches. This is 11 inches. These car dollies, you can't put it over this bar. It won't, that's not how they work. So it can only come up to the bar. So 11 inches means you're going to be halfway up this piece. So these are going to go on all kinds of crooked. This is going to want to go right up against your rim. You're going to maybe scratch it. I've been lucky. I did not scratch it. I'll even show you again. If I scratch it, it is what it is. Okay, I got the other set of rims that I showed you in a previous video. These are the original rims that came with it, with the original tires that have some dry rot. I haven't changed them because it's still winter out. It's still cold outside. So anyways, these car dollies, they'll do 1,250 pounds per wheel. Boils down to about 5,000 pounds for a car, which means it'll even do my crew cab Dodge Ram pickup truck. It'll do my wife's Explorer, and it'll do the Corvette, weight-wise. Wheel width, it'll do my Ram and my wife's Explorer. Now, you can put these on the Corvette at your own risk, okay? Look, guys, it's real simple. They move in and out, okay? And what you do is you just lock this up, and then you can start stepping down, and it'll condense in. What happens is the wheels go here, that's why these move, and it's gonna squeeze the wheel and lift it off the ground. And then the car's on these 4 dolly wheels. You do that to each wheel, and then you can push the car from side to side, back and forth, into circles, 360s, whatever makes you happy. Remember, you don't have brakes, so be careful. 2 people is what is recommended to move a vehicle together, so that way you can control it safely. I'm a goon. I don't really listen to safety. I move vehicles by myself. That's on me. Don't be me, be you. All right, so look, put it back down so we can open it. Up locks it, down unlocks it, okay? We're gonna put it in. We're gonna bring it close, okay? And we're gonna lock it. Now, it's made to be stepped on, okay? So you just keep stepping on it. You see how it lifts it? Be careful, because now you're messing with your tire, okay? Now I already got the other 3 on the other wheels. So now all 4 wheels are off the ground and on dollies. Okay, I got it there. I got one here. I got 2 on the other side. So now you can move the car. Okay? See, it doesn't want to go because the inside wheels, the inside dolly wheels are hitting this wheel because it's so big. So that's a problem. I was in a pinch. I didn't have a choice. The tow truck, the flatbed, was able to open the door, stick it in here, drop it. We slid it back, and he pulled away. But this car was right here. I couldn't get in and out walking, and my kids come in through the garage door when they come home from school. So I had to move the car. I know these work. They don't work well for a Corvette. That's not their fault. That's just because the Corvette has really wide tires, because it's a very powerful car and it needs more traction. These work wonderful on my wife's Explorer. Okay? When Amazon crashed into the garage door and broke it, and we couldn't open the door, and my wife's car was stuck in here, and the next day in the morning she needed to go out and go to work because she's a teacher. That night I had to track these down, put them on her car, and push her car from that bay this way so she can go out that door, because that door could not open. So that was fun. So they do work, and they work well as long as you don't have monstrously wide tires. Okay? They'll work fine if you got the normal tires that come on an SUV, normal tires that come on a pickup truck, normal tires that come on almost every car. Okay? Now if you're putting monster tires on the truck, you're going to have some problems. Just like I got problems with the rear on the Corvette. But I was able to move it. Now, remember the beginning of the video I said, I'll tell you the funny story to you? Okay. My car's an automatic. I'm sure all you with Corvettes that are automatics know about the shift solenoid locking and not working, not disengaging. So your car's running, you step on the brake, you go to shift it out of park, you squeeze the button and you go to move that lever, and the solenoid keeps that shift park in lock and won't let you move the lever. I had a really bad day a week ago. Actually, a week ago from today. Last week's Friday, because today's a Friday. Okay? And anyways, I had a bad day. I had gone to a funeral. Then I had to go to see my dad in the hospital. I'm going into the parking garage. Car's very low. Even with the window down, I couldn't reach the little button to open the gate for me to go into the parking garage. So I had to put it in park, open the door, press the button, get in. I'm frustrated, and it wouldn't shift out of park. And I got a car behind me. So my impatient self grabbed a fistful of shifter and yanked. Poof. Everything's broken. I broke all the teeth on the shifter assembly linkage. Okay, I didn't break the transmission, okay, because the transmission's on the back just before the rear differential on these cars. No, I broke the entire shifter assembly. I broke one of these. I don't know if you can see all these gears in here. This is the new one. I broke all of those. Nothing worked because those are what link this, which is where your shift knob goes onto, to the bottom, where your shift linkage goes onto. So when you press down, you're able to move it. But notice how they have a different angle. The top is not directly straight with the bottom. That's because they're two independent parts. And there's a bunch of gears in here, okay? And what happened was, I broke all the gears. And you can't rebuild these, okay? They're hard to find. They're almost $500 US. Be patient. If your car's starting to have that little problem getting it out, do your mod, okay? Do your gear shift mod where you take this apart. Okay, you got to take this little clip out, and there's a little rod in here that you snip, and then you don't have to worry about pushing in the brake. All you'll do is press your button and move your shifter. I can move the shifter that's on there all day long. It's not even going in reverse. It's not going anywhere. It just stays in park. Doesn't even pop to neutral. So the rear tires have to be put on skids, like skis, so it can slide up onto the flatbed and slide off the flatbed into here. I screwed up. My impatience got the better of me. But look at the bright side. Now we're going to be doing a video on how to put this in, because this is the new one. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you, everybody. Make sure if you buy these, they're good. They're just not for your Corvette. They're for other cars, okay? As long as you don't have super wide tires. So if you got a Mustang or a Camaro with wide tires, they're not going to work so good. But if you got an SUV, you got a Honda Civic, Accord, anything else that doesn't have ridiculously wide tires, they're going to work good. Normally 9 inches wide or less is what really works well on these, okay? Beyond that, it's going to be a problem for you. But they do work well. Even the Harbor Freight ones, which are the least expensive ones I found, and the easiest to go out and buy, because I have Harbor Freight closer to me, they work well. So if you like, I suggest owning a pair of these. If you have more than one vehicle, they're going to help you out in the long term. They help me out a lot. And that's about it. So please don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Hit that like button below. And thank you so much. Till next time. Take care, everybody.